Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video from Radio 1.
Yep.
Here we go. We're getting one with Indie, Radio 1 platform's homegrown sounds, and we love to show off our incredible talent. Well, this week we're going to get one with hip-hop duo Riz and Yoshi. They are a duo of, are you guys still 19, or is the internet wrong? Are you still 19?
Well, the internet is a little wrong. I think
No.
I'm 20. I'm 20 now.
20. Oh, well
Yeah,
done.
no, I'm
And you, Riz? 21. Okay, let's do this again. Hip-hop duo Riz and Yoshi, 20-somethings based out of Mumbai City. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for checking in.
Yep. Thank you for having us.
Yep.
Okay, so one's a beat maker, one's a rapper, and how did the two of you collide? Let's get a backstory. Who's going to take this?
Well, I mean, we both rap. We both are on the songs.
Yeah.
Rico is like the mastermind behind all the production. I feel like he spent even more hours than me just on his music, on his craft. So we're both different. We both bring like something to our songs, you know. I think Rico's the one with the production, and I just rap solely.
All right, you just
Yeah,
rap.
I mean, we started off like I just made music at the start, and then I met him through like his brother, and then from there we kind of just took on like just making some projects for fun, and then it turned out to be something like
Wow.
Kind of really interesting. So we wanted to see like how much further can you take it?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Love at
Yeah.
first beat or first rhyme.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So taking it back a bit for us, you guys went crazy viral with your breakout hit called Hit My Phone, and it just went insane. The numbers just flew off the roof. Take us back to that moment when you saw those numbers like climbing. What was that reaction to the both of you? Let's go
That
with
was
you.
crazy.
Yeah.
That really was crazy. I was in my dorm room with my roommate. I was in Kodaikanal. I used to study in a boarding school, and when we dropped that song, I was there. And I remember sitting in my room. I was just refreshing the YouTube page with my buddy, and it's like we're like, oh bro, 10 views, 15 views, and it was
Yeah.
just fun. You could just sit look at the computer all day if I want, because
Yeah.
it's a new feeling.
Yeah, what a feeling. That would have been insane. I just checked out one of your TEDx talks, and you guys are doing TEDx's these days. Well done, firstly. And I think it was Riz who said, I did not spend as much time studying as I did working. So we really got to get to understand the grit and the grime behind creating beats, behind putting together, the rap rhymes and putting a song together. Can you take us through that? Let's start with you, Riz.
Yeah, I mean, just like whatever like beat making is, like just like that. It's like, I mean, yeah, it takes a lot of time. It's just not as hard as people think. Like if you really like it, it's kind of like it's fun to do. But yeah, like see, beat making is like one thing, and then producing a track is like a completely different thing because like production involves like actually like from start to finish, you need to like make the like entire track sound good plus the vocals plus like however you want to structure it and make it sound like a whole like collective
Product.
thing. Plus now especially with Yoshi, it's like we're two people with different like voices, right? So like now bringing those two together as well is also another challenge that you have to go through. So it's like a fun way to kind of figure out whose voice lines up where and kind of make
Yeah, I
things
know,
work.
Riz. You've got this bedroom voice, and Yoshi. Oh my goodness! So yeah, to try and find the fact, the point where the two of you can meet, both in terms of dynamic, in terms of rap styling, in terms of phrasing. How long does it take for you to put together something like this, Yoshi? Sit together and create this rap rhyme.
Well, I remember when we started, obviously what we spoke about on the TED Talk is like we would sit on a song and it would be like probably 7 hours, 8 hours, and we'd have like we know what we're gonna make, and like the whole situation, the whole product is done. But these days, me and Riz, we both also like work on our independent times, right? I'll be doing something, he'll be doing something.
Yeah.
So we just meet and we're like, okay, I want to do this, and we just snap our fingers. It could be like an hour and a half, and we have a full song ready.
Really?
So I feel like we've really developed a lot from then. So now we understand each other, like the dynamic very well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just know that if I just sit in a room with him, that's all it takes.
Well, that's cool. Hip hop from the Indian subcontinent, what's been the feedback from the rest of the world? Because, it's hard enough to imagine, number one. And of course, we seem to have now developed a very own intrinsic style, be it, rapping in Hindi or using Indian beats and rhythms
Yeah.
and stuff. So what's been the feedback to your kind of music from the rest of the world?
Well, firstly, when this used to happen, we used to have people message us and be like, "Oh, are you guys Korean? Are you guys
From
American?
which
Where are you
angle,
from?"
really? Are you Korean? I
I
don't
have
see
no
that.
idea. I have no idea. Well, some maybe I don't know. Maybe we misled them. And whatever. I have no idea. But you can tell the feedback. They don't really expect much from India. They don't expect quality or even competition. But I feel like me and Riz, we have a standard that really we try to drive ourselves forward in our standard every
Okay.
time. So as music keeps evolving, so do we. And
Right.
I think every time we really touch a different audience or every time we interact with other people, I feel like they always say, "Oh my, you sound like you should be on the billboard. You sound like professional like anybody else."
Yeah.
So I think we've had
Yeah.
pretty good feedback when it comes from
Yeah.
representing. You know,
I
Mhm.
have to agree. I mean, because the kind of quality that's coming out of India, be it trap or rap or hip hop or pop acoustic or whatever it is, I think we've gone a fair few levels up. So that's why I have no problem in playing, for example, an Ed Sheeran alongside one of our Indian singer songwriters. I think they're both equally as good. Coming to straddling the pandemic, for the two of you, and I have to ask this because there must be artists all around the country or young guys who really want to do what you're doing, straddling this pandemic to sort of create music together. How has that been for you? Let's start with you, Riz.
Okay. So like yeah, lucky for us, it's like we stay like right down the lane from each other. So it wasn't like too bad. But like initially, like when the pandemic like first hit, like we had to like email or like on call, had to figure out, when we can meet and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
And then from there,
it definitely,
eventually, once things start getting
yeah,
better, like then we started to meet.
Okay. Well,
but it
clearly,
definitely did hinder us. Though it definitely was a big challenge because you with when you're making music with another person, you just need to sit with them and like kind of just experience music together or like whatever it is, so you can create a nice idea, right?
yeah,
But when you don't
Yeah.
sit with each other for 8 months and then you come back, we both listen to so much different stuff. So it's like we need to regroup again in a
right.
way you could say, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which brings us to trap rap. I mean, I know it's your thing at the moment. Are you open to evolving though? Would you be changing? Because that seems to be the hot trend and the current trend the last couple of years. So, what's it like for you guys? Is this your space or are you open to evolving?
Well, we have a bunch of Afro pop music out. We actually like. I think we don't push. I think we do push our limits just to a small extent where we both can experiment but still have our usual fun. Uh, I think we don't have any rules that we're
Okay.
gonna stick to this kind of music or that kind of music. We have all kinds of ideas that just pull up and then we just execute all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Um,
like as long as it's like fun, you know what I mean? Like as long as it's fun
Yeah,
to
as long
both
as
of
it's
us
fun.
at the moment, then it makes more sense to do anything. Like because I also sing, like I really like R&B and stuff, and he raps like as like a total demon if he wants to. So kind of like it's kind of fun to see where the balance, like where we can find that good balance between that.
oh, that's cool. You're into R&B. So,
Yeah.
who's your go-to artist?
I mean, like as a kid, I'd say like Drake, but like right now I'm kind of like completely getting into like some other like indie musicians and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, you guys are still indie artists. Have you signed up with a record major?
No, we haven't.
Okay.
We did
Which
have we've had a bunch of meetings and such, but
No.
I just feel like uh to stay as truly creative as we can be, because this is really an outlet for me and Riz, right?
Right.
I think
Okay.
it's important that
Yeah.
we have like no hindrance to what we do,
Yeah.
because anything can just any small because I know how we've had some deals here and there where little kind of like complications really like throw us off
Yeah.
or something, and it's just bad for both of us.
Yes.
So
My
we're hoping
question
for the right
was
thing to come along. Yeah.
okay. So my question was like, being an indie artist and not signing up with a record major. So you guys seem to be happy in your space because it allows you that kind of creative freedom and also independence to kind of do what you want.
well, we kind of just need the right opportunity, right? Because I feel like traditionally, a lot of these deals they don't appeal to artists like me and Riz, because it
Okay.
just feels like
Yeah.
they don't uh, they don't have a perspective on us yet, you know.
Uh-huh.
So we're just waiting for something right to come across. Maybe someone who has the right
See,
vision
like,
for us, you know.
yeah, like the thing is, they're still trying to figure us out. Cause we want to do like many, many things, but they want to give us like a clear cut, like, image of this is what you have to do. Like, they want to kind of
Yeah,
like, for
yeah. They
lack of
want
a
to put
better
us.
term,
They
it's
want to
like
put us in
box
front of
you,
these cars.
you know?
Yeah, they want to put us in front of these
Like,
cars with a chain on, with, you know, bunch of models and stuff. But
Yeah.
I feel like we're pretty calm like that, you know.
yeah,
So
we're not like all about the going crazy with, like, like the typical image of someone who has like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm a rapper, like, and rap.
Pimping up your
So it's not
ride.
really about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not
Okay.
about that.
That's very 90s or 80s, I would think even. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so going forward, firstly, I have to say I'm loving your song. When I heard it, I said, okay, we have to get these guys on. Speeding Around, I'm going to come to that. The video to it, very cool. It like I was sharing earlier off mic, it kind of shows Mumbai city in a fresh new light and fresh perspective. Talk to us about the making of this
Yeah.
video.
Well,
Well,
firstly, we
this
gotta thank
video was
Saurabh.
directed by,
Yeah,
yeah, Saurabh. Like,
Saurabh,
he's the
yeah,
big guy behind the camera. He had this
and
vision like immediately, almost when we told him, like, we played him the song, and he kind of already had this whole like setup in mind. He's like, oh, I'm gonna do these shots. This is what I kind of need, and I want y'all to do this. And we're like, okay, cool. Let's kind of see, what do you have in mind?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
As far as the video goes, we were barely in the lead. We would just look at him, and he would say like, okay, this, and we would make it happen.
Yeah,
So I think it was a lot of what Saurabh wanted to see in the city more than us. I think
yeah,
like Saurabh did a
Yeah.
pretty good job
Well
in that.
done,
Yeah,
Saurabh, if you're listening in.
yeah.
And whose
yeah.
idea was it to have the pink, neck pillow?
Oh, that's
Oh, that's
Rico.
mine. That's my
Yeah,
neck pillow. I got like neck issues sometimes, so I gotta like use
I got neck issues.
it.
Oh, very cool. Okay, guys, thank you so much for checking in. I'm going to hand it over to you now. Please introduce the song and tell us what it's about. Maybe can you sort of do a rap rhyme, or pick up a couple of phrases from it? Go for it. So it's over to you guys. Who's going to take this first? Speeding around.
Well, Speedin Round is basically a song by me and Rico, Riz and Yoshi. It's just about having fun, like we do always, just speeding around with your friends, or like speeding around wherever the hell you are. It's just about, just, I guess, a very spontaneous moment. That's what I would say. Yeah,
Well, that's what it is, right? Life and
That's what we're
that's
spontaneity.
what
doing.
it is.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you so much for bringing a really cool
Mm.
vibe to the show. And please continue to do what you're doing. We'd love to hear more of you. Riz and Yoshi, thank you so much for checking in to 94.3 Radio 1.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, then subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you don't miss out on more content.